Welcome to the Intuitive Patterns for the month of February 2022. In the Osho Zen Tarot, we've got the words or the cards Success, Ordinariness, and the Master. The medicine cards Mouse, Lizard, Coyote. Mayan Oracle Ish, Unity, Ebb. The Ancient Egyptian Tarot, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Five of Cups. The Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot deck, the Knight of Wands, the Princess of Wands, the Knight of Swords. The Healing Earth Tarot, the Woman of Crystals, the Grandfather of Shields, and the Six of Shields, and the Words of Truth, Denial, Delusion, and Boundaries. Looking at the cards, it seems quite a tumultuous month because of the chaotic nature of the cards and how they interact with the astrology. There is a feeling that there are many things and people seeming to be on our path that will require us to stop, regroup, and rearrange our schedules again and again. Since now you know that, it might be easier to surrender to the flow and recognize that this is going to be this way. Even though there are no retrogrades this month, it will feel as if there are continuous blocks to moving ahead quickly. Perhaps it is because we are still in winter's icy grip. Perhaps it is the peculiar configuration of planets that seems to be struggling to figure out how to work in synchrony with each other. Globally, we are all working through layers of denial and delusion that we have been living in for way too long. Clearly, we did not understand the complexity of our own ego as it laid out a confusing map to reclaim our most precious and hidden self. In a world where there is a disease that is demanding new levels of awareness, boundaries, clarity, and safety, we are being asked to be still and to know ourselves first. If we cannot work our way out of our own maze of self-deception, we will be unable to help the world wake up to the massive movement that is going to continue for the rest of our lives and deep into uncharted future for mankind and nature. Ish in the Mayan Oracle is reminding us that it is only the integrity of pure heart knowing that will give us the proper alignment that is necessary to successfully move into this new place and time. Ebb shows us that when we want to leap into the bounty of a cosmic harvest, it is best to have a completely empty basket. February is asking us to be empty and open to an abundance of energy that is attempting to be downloaded into each of us. To do that, we will need to be very still and receptive. There are moments when something forces us to look at those places where our mind wants to shred our reality into pieces in highly non-productive ways. It is in that moment when one realizes that the mind is not going to be our friend. That is also the moment when we realize it is time to step into a more powerful place within and allow our soul to lead and guide us through this new space because the mind has continued to lead us astray. Once we see that the mind loves to trick our human self into actions and activities that are at best unreliable and at worst intend to completely and utterly get us to abandon our core principles, that is when we finally defang our ego and allow the pure heart of love and caring to be the guiding force in our life. This is a month for great healing, so take time to care properly for your body, mind, and spirit, and that is a high on the list of priorities. Groups that support that type of objective and honest interface are going to be critical. We do not need those around us who support our worst self, but those that will call us out and demand that we awaken to our best and highest potential. While some may feel trapped in the dark place of despair and hopelessness, there are clever ways that the coyote tries to show us that will help us get out of the current trap in which we find ourselves. True mastery comes from not caring about having mastery over others, but from having mastery over oneself. When we no longer want anything to be other than what it is, that is when we are finally on the path. One does not teach another the truth. That is impossible. It is a transmission of energy, authenticity, and care. Wisdom is a butterfly that becomes a Buddha. A butterfly cannot explain to the caterpillar how to become the butterfly, but the butterfly can inspire that longing to the caterpillar that more is possible. Thanks, everyone.